Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to tell you a little personal story of my own about how I paid off over $94,000 in debt. Stay tuned for more. When I was getting close to finishing my career as in public works, I was also in the process of getting a divorce after almost 30 years of marriage. So the important thing for me was my goal was to retire. I had worked about 32 years for the same municipality, and in that process of getting a divorce and preparing to retire early, I retired at 55 from this position anyway, and start a different kind of life, if you will. 32 years at the same job, it's a long time. It's time to do something else with your life. We only have, well, we don't know how many years we have, do we? So in that process of getting divorced, unfortunately, the goal is if I was going to retire with a much lower income, pretty much cut almost to a third, I would say. The goal is I couldn't have any debt, right? So I started the journey close to COVID time, since I was at home a lot, that I was going to do this. And it took me about a little over 18 months, and I paid off just over $94,000 in debt. Cut out my credit cards, got rid of those, went to just a debit card. Basically did, sometimes I refer to it as avalanche or snowball effect. Started with the lowest one, and paid it off, tucked that payment to the next one, and so on and so forth, and just kept chipping away. Lived, I didn't go out much, because it costs a lot of money to do that, doesn't it? So you've got to focus on, eating a little bit frugally. I mean, not that I couldn't afford to lose a little bit of weight, but to just scrimp and keep things tight. Had to get rid of and sacrifice a lot of things. One of my favorite vehicles was a convertible Porsche that I had bought, and although it was fun, it was more debt. I didn't need it. I had two vehicles at the time, so I had to get out of those car payments as well. That was part of the putting together that whole get rid of debt. I was tired of seeing my payments come through and seeing how much interest was going out to the bank. The banks do have too much money as it is already. I don't need to build their buildings bigger, right? So that money was mine. Why am I throwing it out the window every time I see a payment go through and there's an interest tacked onto it? So you can do it too. It just takes time and focus every day. You build a budget, put a budget together. I use a lot of the Ramsey tools. I don't know if you've heard of Dave Ramsey program. It's a great program to help, build a budget and put it together. I'm pretty good with numbers anyway. With my job, it was part of that, handling numbers and math. Some people aren't, and that's okay. And that's a good time for people to reach out and ask for help. There's people out there that will give you free advice. Again, we're saving money, so let's not spend a lot of money paying somebody to help us with something that we can get on groups or ask for help. You can join all types of groups, even Facebook groups, budgeting, ways to save money. There's tons of YouTube videos out there that could really help you as well. So after the 18 months and paying that off, I'll tell you honestly, it was really strange at first. I was just simply buying groceries, gas, paying my insurance for like the cars, the house, things like that. But then to see all that extra money every month in my bank, move some of that money into retirement accounts like 401ks, traditional 401k for me. I was fortunate enough after over 30 years of service with the municipality to get a small pension. So I have that now, which is great, but it's not a lot. So you've got to also do other things. But the thing is, it gives you freedom, and to not get notices in the mail. And if you look at that interest that goes out from the payment you send in, use that for your motivator. That's what worked for me. So if you want to know more, you can comment or reach out to me I'm welcome to give any advice or part of my journey as I did this. But I want you to be as free from debt as I am. The feeling is amazing. The only way I could relate to it is go back when you didn't have any debt. You know, maybe you were a young teenager at the time, and whatever. But now it's so much more. But even once you pay off that debt, remember, you've got to put that money somewhere, whether it's in a retirement accounts, investing in yourself, or at least a money market account or a high yield savings account. Let it grow. And then when you go to make a purchase or anything like that, like the Porsche, for example, for me, it was kind of a last minute purchase, an I want purchase, not an I need purchase. And that's something that we have to train ourselves to stop doing. For me, when I want to buy something and I have the want, if you will, what I like to do is simply give it a few days and think about it, sleep on it for a few days. And that want tends to go away a little bit. And that works for me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other ones as well. Thank you. Bye.